Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, February 14, 2019, Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day. And I'm Joe Paul, local president. I'm going to hit on quite a few things today, so bear with me. First, as I always talk about, if you get in trouble, if you get an II or anything like that, always request a steward. If you don't hear about it after you request it from management, then a few hours or even the next day, you let us know. Or you request a second time, but let us know, because you need to have a steward to represent you. At all times, any kind of problems come up, you need to have representation. Let's talk about attendance-related discipline. Man, do we have a lot of discipline. Not all attendance, but a lot of it. We have lots of letters of warning, many 7 and 14-day suspensions, and I have 2 removals that I'm working on as we speak. So for sure in attendance, make sure you watch yourself, because they're watching you diligently. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about PSE conversions in a little bit, but I want to let you know, once you're converted to full-time regular, when you're a PSE actually, then you're going to accrue annual leave and sick leave, of course, but for the first 90 days while you're newly converted full-time regular, you cannot use your annual leave. It's nothing we can do about it. It's in the ELM, and it's just covered that way. So you'll still have your annual leave when you're done, but you can't use it for the first 90 days, and they won't pay you for it. Let's talk about great news. As you know, we've got 18 PSEs converted in Orlando on December 22nd. Well, I knew we were going to get a few more, but I didn't want to talk about it. We were trying to get it a lot more, actually. We couldn't talk about it until I knew for sure. Well, starting, which a lot of people heard already, but starting Saturday this week, we have another 18 PSEs converted. They're not going to have jobs right away. They're going to have set schedules and off days. And they can do that for the first 180 days until they assign you a residual vacancy or you bid a job. But you will have bidding rights. There is the possibility they're going to have another bid posting coming up fairly quickly while the newly converted 18 people just are converted for just a little bit of time. So you might wind up having to bid manually. And we worked that out before because we don't know if shared services will be that quick, but we'll talk about that as that time comes up. So we've had over 205 conversions from PSEs to full-time and from PTFs to full-time and PSEs to PTF. 205. I don't know if anybody's had more than that, so awesome news. We also have the addition 4 or 5 possibilities of transfers coming to Orlando, and in Seminole we have another 3 or 4 that could come in there. So if they don't come, we're going to look for PSE conversions. Let's see. As always, we're still looking for conversions out in the associate offices. We're getting plenty. Right now, it looks like we're not going to have any on the January posting on eReassign, but the February posting is up right now, and it won't come down till the 21st, 22nd. We'll know something maybe by the 25th. We're expecting a few, but right now we're not 100% sure. Let's see. MVS. I mentioned last time we're gaining 2 new jobs. That's a great thing. 2 new runs, St. Cloud runs. They'll be coming up, and when that happens, they're going to get some PTFs converted to full-time, PSEs up to PTF, so that's going to be good news for all of us. Oh boy, let me see what else we have. Not VMF, but MVS, they're posting 2, not actually MVS, VMF, the vehicle maintenance. They're going to be posting 2 level 9 positions. Now, they posted them, and people from mid-Florida can bid on them just like us, because we're one and the same for the bid cluster, but they screwed them up. Shocker, screwed them up. So now we have to make them repost them again, because we didn't want to have you bid a level 9 job and it has duties of an 8, then they say on there it's an 8, and then we have that drama. We just do it correctly. That's what we're looking for. Maintenance department and Seminole, it's going fair. Maintenance department in Orlando PNDC, horrible, always having problems. I can't even go into all of them, but if you're a maintenance employee, you look around, you see a lot of problems. We're constantly working on those. You have a couple good stewards. I'm working on it. Bob's working on it. You have Ben Love, your maintenance craft director. We're on top of all these, believe me. We have some rogue supervisors, as you know, and we're going to stay on that until we get everything taken care of. Let's see, the contract, guess what? Nothing. We've heard nothing so far on the contract. So we can still get a contract, like a tentative agreement, but right now it's not looking like it. As we hear anything more, I'll let you know. So we're still headed to arbitration. But the contract's pretty much enforced with some sporadic MOUs, memorandums of understanding, but they're really not going to be much, it won't really affect you, so you don't have to worry about that. On tour 3, Kathy Holmes, your steward there, just informed me that she's finally got these payments. I'm not sure if they're all for one-man staffing or the over 60. I believe it's one-man staffing. They're finally getting those taken care of, not because of Kathy, but because the Postal Service drugged their feet. So they're going to see some payouts. They're going to be various payouts to different amounts of money to different people depending on the scenarios. But I'm told it's going to be showing up on pay period 5. So that's great news, and good job for Kathy staying on this for you. I know we hear a lot of people saying, what's the union doing, or are they doing? Hey, believe me, we're working. We always need stewards. We need people that are going to be dedicated, looking to take care of themselves and their other employees around them. We'll give you the tools, we'll give you everything. But we need, it's obviously not just for your own personal gain or because you're mad at something. Now, you can be mad at something, but you just don't take it personal, of course. And if you're interested in being a steward, we're more than happy to try to train you, see how it works. Let's see what else we have. Vice President Bob McSorley, he had 3 grievances. Recently, they were at step 3, and they just came back, and we've been successful in the past 3 grievances of over $16,000 of remedy paid to the employees, the clerks, in St. Cloud. So we also have another one that's for $5,000 for Kissimmee. So the moral to that, besides us filing the grievances, if you see something, say something. If you're a level 21 office and above, they cannot have PTFs working in there. That's a violation. We want you to get paid for that work. If you're in any office and you see RCAs, which is a Rural Carrier Associate, the equivalent of PSEs really, they can't do our work either. You challenge that, and we've been very successful. So it's very important to give statements, request a steward, and we'll take care of all those things. Because you're going to see the Postal Service is just trying to farm out your work to anybody. So we want you paid for it. So in closing, I want to thank you for being APW members and proud members of the Central Florida Area Local. Have a wonderful day.